Mic check, mic check. Coffee and Kush late night. Had to get up in here before I do my live stream and talk to my chat room real quick for a beautiful day in paradise. I just got word here at the office. I just got word here at the office that Mrs. Candace Owens was suspended from YouTube. Press one. And I usually don't come on at night just because I like my rest. But I said, you know what? This is a beautiful time to explain what happens when you're a clout supremacist. Press one. So I'm going to let Candace Owens tell you first, and then I'm going to come on and break this down in the chat room, of course. So, Miss Candace, get on up here and tell the people what happened to you and why. Press one.
Hey guys, it's been a really long time since I've done an Instagram live, but I felt like the circumstances definitely warranted it. Maybe I could have put on a little makeup, but I feel like we're all friends, so it's okay. Okay, so just as the title suggests, YouTube has suspended my channel temporarily, and I want to talk about that because it's super interesting to understand that we are now arriving at another globally sanctioned lie, and I want you guys to know why they censored my channel, even though we don't have a full picture. Obviously, they're being intentionally opaque. Mine is not the only channel that was hit. My colleague Michael Knowles was hit, and in the month prior, obviously, Matt Walsh was hit, and every single video that they hit was related to transgenderism. And again, they have very opaque policies. And basically, just kind of to go backwards, we obviously, none of us, I tweeted this, but none of us really know who or what is the force that is behind these globally sanctioned lies. But it is obviously not a coincidence or a conspiracy to suggest that somebody, someone, some group are in control of corporations and essentially just send down a narrative every couple of years, and everyone gets in lockstep agreeing and acquiescing to a really big lie. Obviously, in 2020, that was Black Lives Matter. You couldn't go anywhere without seeing the fist flag. You couldn't be a white person in America and not be told that you need to feel guilty for being white. Literally, for the way that you are born, you have somehow committed a crime. We saw the black squares all across Instagram, and quite literally,
What?
big tech promoted this. Twitter made it a top trend. People were encouraged to donate, not knowing where that cash would go. And essentially, if you were a celebrity and you didn't put a black square, or you were just a person and you failed to put a black square, you were punished, you were maimed, you were caricatured in the media. People implied that you
What
were
that got to do
obviously
with you?
racist. And if you were a black person during that time who disagreed with the BLM narrative, worst of all, I mean, the amount of names that I was called, the amount of videos that are ironically on YouTube of people referring to me as an Uncle Tom, or a lot of racial slurs that are probably not even allowed to be said on Instagram. But during that period, they made special policies where you could say horrific things to black conservatives or black people that didn't agree with the BLM narrative. And written into their policies were sort of these, I call them like George Floyd policies, where if you didn't agree with the BLM narrative, they could take down your account. They essentially, you weren't a person that was allowed to exist on the internet unless you agreed to this globally sanctioned lie. We fast forward some years. Obviously, those of us who dug our feet in the sand essentially were vindicated when the corporation fell apart. I think they're now filing for bankruptcy. When Patrisse Cullors was proven to be a liar, when we saw how much of that money, as I proved in my documentary, was going to transgender groups, extremely strange, and how little to none of it was going towards Black Americans. Obviously, it was a gigantic hustle, and yet nobody is being held responsible for it. Lives were harmed. People had their lives ruined for a globally sanctioned lie. People were accused of racism. People had their businesses ruined for a globally sanctioned lie. And nobody is in trouble for it, least of all big tech, as they quietly update their policies. And suddenly you're allowed to talk about BLM, and you're allowed to say things that are true about the people that fell for that lie. Then we very quickly moved in almost at the same time into the COVID narrative. And I don't think any of us have ever seen a more insane push to control speech. It's interesting because Mark Zuckerberg just himself said, has admitted that Facebook and
don't work.
Instagram got a little crazy on the COVID stuff. And he says now we don't really know what to do because Big Pharma got it so wrong. But at that point in time, Big Pharma was in control of your speech, my speech. You couldn't even type out the word
I could.
vaccine on Instagram. You
Press
couldn't type
what?
it out without having it somehow blocked. I think they still have in place some policies where you can't talk about COVID. And at that time, people were sharing their experiences. They were sharing their reactions. One of the biggest lies that was essentially vindicated was when all of the young women were coming forward saying, hey, I listened to you guys. I got the shot. I got the vaccine shot that you guys have been pushing, and I had a reaction to it. Women that were coming forth and saying it impacted their menstruation.
That's what women sound like
and they were
when
having
we
their
ask,
accounts
"Where
censored
you
and
been?"
shut down. And they were being called liars in the media. Essentially, doctors
you
were
been all
saying it
day?
was a implausibility, unlikely that it was impacting menstruation. Fast forward a few months, and they just changed their mind and were like, okay, it is impacting
Ma'am,
menstruation.
why is
and
my
suddenly
car
you were
crashed?
allowed to say it, but at first you had to wait for Big Pharma to admit
Ma'am.
it. And we're same exact
What happened to my
circumstance
Chevy?
when they at first said, get your vaccine. It will 100% protect you. You will not get COVID if you get this vaccine. And any person that got the vaccine and said, hey, I got it, and I actually did get COVID, was called a liar. They were having their accounts taken down for COVID misinformation.
What the fuck is wrong with this
Lo
girl?
and behold, fast forward a couple of months later, and they were like, oh, yeah, oopsies. No, we know we told you all to rush to get it and that it would 100% protect you. But we lied. And it's really interesting that it just takes time to vindicate these global lies. Well, the
Man,
lie
why'd you
that is
get a
agreed upon
copyright
right
strike,
now
ma'am?
on big tech, and again, we don't know who is controlling this narrative, but we do know that this is the most insidious narrative that I think they have ever promoted, obviously, right now, in which they are fighting tooth and nail to protect as they lie to people about the truth, is gender ideology. We are seeing gender ideology as the number one thing that they're trying to perpetuate. And why is it the most insidious of all of them? It's because they are targeting children. That's why. In the other two circumstances,
This made
parents
an
could
old
make a
new
decision
word,
and say, you know
nigga.
what, I don't want this for my child. But in this circumstance, they can't because it's everywhere. And, YouTube is using its platform, YouTube Kids, to push this gender ideology. They are actually, quite ironically, ignoring scientific evidence, ignoring the scientific papers that are coming out of Europe that are saying, hey, listen, we really don't think that children should be given these things. They are
Europe.
ignoring transgendered people that are talking about procedures that they have. And that is what I was showing on my show. I was showcasing actual transgendered people that were saying, I made a terrible mistake. I did this. And YouTube is possessed with protecting this narrative. They essentially are saying to the Daily Wire, you are just not allowed to talk about transgenderism at all, which is a
Daily
very
Wire.
scary thing, that we
Press
are living
what?
in a society where you are punished for speaking the truth. Forget free speech.
Shut up.
Michael Knowles asked a very important question when we did a Twitter Spaces.
It's
the
a
other
private
week. He
company.
said, forget
Fuck
free
free speech.
Are we
This
allowed
is
to
a
say
business.
true things?
Press
Are
what?
you allowed to say,
Ain't no free
Candace
speech
Owens
in
is
the
a black
private
woman? Well, the
business.
answer on YouTube is no. It depends on how I
YouTube.
feel. So if I wake up one day and I say, actually, I feel today like a Hispanic man, and you then do a video
Then
and you
guess
say,
what? Your
Candace
ass
is
gonna be a
black-
Hispanic
is a
man
black
today. This
female,
America.
They punish you.
Guess what?
They are protecting feelings, and worse than that, they're pretending that it's because they care about the emotionality of these individuals, when in fact, obviously,
Say your
what they're
name
doing
was
is
Jose
great
Suarez.
harm to
Ma'am,
these
have a
individuals.
good day.
So our
Got
options
time
are
for
what?
this shit.
To become subjugated by YouTube policies, and YouTube
Federal
essentially
government type
wants
shit.
me to look at a grown man
Cares.
and to say that they are a woman, to look at a grown woman and to say that they are a man. In lockstep,
That's
obviously,
what world
is
y'all
Hollywood.
chose.
We are seeing Hollywood is putting transgendered individuals on the cover of magazines, just like they went through the spell of putting people that were in BLM, Patrice Cullors,
were with
and
them.
people of those ilk on the cover of magazines, just like
You
they
were with them.
in a spell of putting people like Dr. Fauci and those individuals
You were with
as
them.
man and woman of
I'ma
the
tell
year.
y'all
They
how.
do this. They essentially try to brainwash the entire population to believe something that is a lie by purporting that individuals are heroes, and those individuals are always
Then she betrayed
frauds.
Donald Trump.
You may have just seen this, obviously, overseas,
Kanye.
Glamour UK. They ran a quote-unquote pregnant man on the cover. And the thing that is the worst about this, or one aspect that is bad, the worst is that they're targeting children, but one aspect that is also bad is that they want me to pretend that biological females don't exist, that I am the exact same as a man who wakes up and says that he is a
Ma'am.
woman, and they are begging for my submission.
You
for
need
the
to
Daily
take
Wire
care of
to
them
submit to
kids
this.
and stop. Get off the
Frankly
internet.
put, and this has always been the case
Nobody
since the very
wants you to
beginning
do
of my career, I'm just not a buck that can be broken. I see this all the time. I know there are people that
Tyreek,
will agree to the lie, will acquiesce to the lie to protect their careers because they don't want to be chased out of Hollywood, because they
Tyreek
don't want to
Nation.
be maimed and
What the fuck?
caricatured in the media. I'm not one of these individuals. To
See
be
what you
honest, I wish
did,
I
nigga?
was. It would be easier if I could just agree to a lie temporarily so I could collect some paychecks. I'm not. Instead, I feel additionally fortified against this dangerous ideology. I have young children. I can't imagine having the world get to such an evil place because those of us who knew better didn't have the courage to say something so abundantly obvious as people cannot pick their genders. Unfortunately, that's not to
Your
target these
kid
individuals.
is
That's
watching.
not to
They're
say
gonna be
that you want people
consumed with
harmed.
what you
We
talking
have
about.
never called for people to be harmed. We are demanding
They
that
look
our
crazy,
children
huh?
are not harmed by a lie.
She look crazy, don't
Because
she?
children are susceptible to lies, because children are susceptible to manipulation, it becomes incumbent upon the adults to stand up to those types of manipulation. So I wanted to just come out here and tell you guys why my channel is being temporarily banned. We had been
They
under
shut
review
down.
for about 2 weeks, and they came back and they said basically every time that I talk about transgenderism, which is essentially a policy that says
You're going to get caught.
an opaque
You're
set
gonna
of
get banned.
policies that suggest that if you correctly identify someone, if you correctly
She do got a
gender
light bulb
someone,
head, huh?
YouTube will hit you with a strike, and they have hit my account with 2 strikes for correctly gendering
She look
someone.
like an
That is the
alien. You
madness
see
of
how
what
her
we are talking
eyes
about,
go
for
different?
correctly stating
Like Billy
what
Carson?
somebody's
Press
biological
one. She's
sex
this is bug language.
My account
Press
is being
what?
stricken.
This is bug language.
So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys.
I'm a
There will
victim.
be many more announcements this week. I don't have an ask right now because there isn't really a call to action. It's just I want to talk about it. I want to talk about the truth, and
I'm
I want
hurt.
to
I'm
encourage
hurt.
all of you guys to know that there is no check big enough
Nobody
for you
cares.
to acquiesce to a global lie. If there's
No.
anything that you guys do want to do to support, we will keep the show up on Twitter, so you can watch it there. And we'll be releasing episodes on Twitter this week, so you can watch it there, since Elon Musk seems to be, or at least to true speech, I think we should say. And also, it would be great that while my channel is locked down, if I got the most subscriptions that I've ever gotten on YouTube, because I think that would really stick it to them.
She's
so
broken.
I've included the link to...
You know why she's broken? You know why she's broken? You know why she's broken? Press 1. Hey, listen. You know why she's broken? She's hurt. Because she know Kev Gill been on that ass. Press 1. Kev been on her little hot ass from the go. Press 1. Look at her. Look in her eyes. She hurt. Press 1. She hurt. You know why she hurt? See, it ain't like a regular copyright strike. I had to get my ass on this YouTube to look her in her face. I told you. It's not about no regular copyright strike. This goes all the way back to Steven Crowder. Press 1. Remember what Steven said. Hit the like button about slave wages and suspensions equals fines. Press 1 at the Daily Wire. Press 1, and what did she do? She came out like the Uncle Tom of the Django. Press 1. She came out like the Uncle Tom of the Django and said, "No, these ain't slave wages. No, he deserved 50 million." Crowder like, ain't no money in the world to accept a slave wage contract. She was the first defense line of the slave wage contract over at the Daily Wire. And look, we gonna go quantum on you. Look at the karma that has come back on your ass. Press 1. The exact shit Steven Crowder was saying would happen to a YouTuber, that you will get fined by this company for taking a suspension. So your salary is actually your check is actually a negative balance. So how much does a person get fined for being banned or suspended? See, Candace is in the position of being banned. She been bullying on this internet this whole time. And did she take the money? Yes. You see it in her eyes? You see all them stories she came up with to hide the fact? All them stories did not mean nothing, had nothing to do with why you suspended, because your ass been sitting up here bullying and you been getting them copyright strikes up in your goddamn email saying, hey, we gonna get you. But not only that, Daily Wire is letting you know, well, you're getting suspended. And you know what that means? You know what come with suspension. Press 1. Crowder said that Daily Wire was in bed with big tech, and you know that was going to add to suspension. So why would y'all be in business with with big tech? And y'all went to defending this company. You went to defending this company in defiance of originality and independence. And you see, I start small, but my support team is with me. That's the difference. This is the time you brace for. Press 1. This is the knowledge you got to have on YouTube as a small YouTuber and still have a bigger outcome, a bigger ending, a bigger story than the big ones who went out there chasing, I call them clout supremacists. Press 1. A bunch of clout supremacists running around the internet, destroying and bullying. Because that's all Candace Owens does is bully all day and all night. Her, just Pearly Things, Mike Deep, all they do is troll / gang stalk / bully. And now that they go through what the real people say they go through, oh, now they about to cry. Now they hurt. Now we got to feel sorry for you. Now because you want to play victim. You want to bully everybody. But then when the bullies get your ass, press 1. When the people who do the bullying find out you bullying, oh yeah, they coming. They want to see if you really about that bully lifestyle. And now we see, oh, the same companies that your company is in bed with don't gave your ass a copyright strike. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Daily Wire who told your ass, you better slow it down. We giving you a week off. Not even YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Daily Wire who gave your ass a strike just because they need some of that money back. It's a beautiful thing to be in business in slave contracts. Press 1. We go from leasing your product to owning everything you got. Press 1. That's what I like about the leasing business in America. You go from leasing debt to owning everything you ever worked for. And press 1. That's the difference between Serapis and George Washington, baby. You know, that's what happened. That's the difference that we gonna have right here at Coffee and Kush TV, KevRow University in the morning. That's a beautiful concept. See, you people ain't nothing but examples of what it's like to live as slave in debt bondage and live indebted to a system that's about to rob you blind. Press 1. You the perfect example. You was sitting up here defending this like you would defend Serapis made America. That's what you would. You won't fight for the founding fathers, George Washington. No, you would give all of the glory to a graven image, something that controls the sea and all of this other illusion as Neptune and Saturn gods. And this is what happened. You're going to be robbed blind because at the end of the day, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all an illusion. Ain't nothing there but your debt. Press 1. See? Ain't nothing with them big contracts, with them big media groups and media firms. And Crowder sat back. And I proved that media, that whatever that damn company is, was funded by oils and big tech. Crowder comes out. I'm true to this shit. I'm the one who exposed that. What's that media company? Whatever it's called. Who cares? It's in bed with big tech. And we named the companies that they're in bed with. Crowder comes out and say, wait a minute, I'm not taking that. We trying to have independent in the conservative party and have big tech in line. No, they want they want artificial intelligence running them. And now he said what? It ain't gonna take nothing for big tech to give you a copyright strike, aka the Daily Wire and their friends, which company you work for. Now your independence is gone. Now she crying that they and somebody has snatched her independence. Only person that snatched your independence is the person that's in bed with you. Press one. That's it. Ain't no they. It's the people you in bed with. It's the people you in contract with. You know why? Guess what? Because they make money off your suspension. Give me that back. Press one. And how long she suspended? Who knows? She get another copyright strike. It's 6 months. She get another copyright strike. That's a ban. How much do you owe them now? They don't fronted you all this. See? That's why you never take the deal. Press one. I roll with the one who got me to the fight. I'm straight. You know? Fuck all that shining up front and all. Man, we shine off the back end. You know? And you be up here crying, acting like somebody did it to you, but you walked yourself into this. You don't diss all the black people. Now you trying to use blacks as and then you trying to be against the black. Then they call me Uncle Tom, and then they did this to me, and then you did it. You are the one, you narcissist, big head, bug looking, conservative thought pocket. Press one. You gonna meet that man, and in two weeks already married. Now you got 2 kids with a foreigner talking American shit. Keep your ass over there with the Lloyds of London and go down with the ship. You big light bulb head having ass broad. Press one. Punk rocker, satanic, upside down cross at night, gothic, walking around with fishnets. You wouldn't even know who you was when you was in college. Press one. Now you need us, then you don't. And then you need sympathy, then you bully it. Then you this and that one. Get out of here. Nobody likes you. But so what? You get to a point where you got to say, so what? Crowder tried to tell you. You dissing us. You dissing black people. Crowder trying to tell you use a slave wage. That's slave wage. $50 million slave wage. Oh, there's people in Africa who love you big light bulb praying mantis head ass broad. That's what you get. That's what you get. And that's what you get. You know, because when you sit up here and you be against black people with no solution, it's one thing to convict and condemn, but with no healing, what is you really doing? You sent to destroy us by your funny looking glass of milk looking ass husband that's always in the shadows like Satan. Always in the back. Press one playing little goofy ass corporate in your big head. Press one. Your peanut head ass friend Ben Shapiro. Press one. That's why he got a bra pad as a hat. Press one. That ain't no Jewish hat. That's a bra pad. He took that out of his little sister's bra pad and put it on top of his goddamn head. That's one of them things you put in when you having breast milk leakage as a woman, and you put on. Then you gotta hit them where it hurt. Pow! Ain't no crying or nothing. Ain't no cry. Y'all do is bully people, bro. No, bro, that's what you get. That's what you get. I hope you owe them $1 million. I hope they find another copyright strike and you owe them $2, $3, $4 million. Cause you the perfect example of why y'all need to stop laughing to get on with these corporations. You the living example of what not to do, of why you should not take and do business with these corporations and advertising firms. First thing they want to do is you gonna get banned on YouTube. It's happening, especially if you a media person and boom. Why do that? Then these people get all these views, get all this money, and talk down on us. And then get up here with sad eyes and, I got banned. You didn't get banned for Black Lives Matter. You got banned for bullying 24/7. like just pearly things, just bully Lizzo. Press 1 all day. Lizzo, she's a whale. Press Lizzo is fat. Lizzo is this. Y'all some hateful ass folk who deserve the life you have. Press 1. Just her. They just mean, bro. They just mean little heifers. Little ugly little wombats. Press 1. For no reason. They get you give them a little clout. They pay for a little viewership. People start giving them a little more recognition, and their true selves don't come out. And it's disgusting. And so they going in her YouTube page like the FBI go through a drug dealer tax return. They file it and they looking. That's what's going on in her page. So she nervous as a single mama, pregnant for the third time, put by the third different nigga who said he was gonna marry her. Press 1, she nervous as a bitch. Because of one more strike, Chief X. Let me tell you something. One more. Boom. They gonna hit her. TikTok don't pay nothing. Instagram don't, bro. They capping, bro. All that is just smoke and mirrors. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They show. Now you wouldn't have to get up here. You'd just be like Melanie King. Shit just disappear for a couple weeks. They can't do that. They get a copyright strike. She gotta shut it. It's gone. She can't log in for a week. Then she come back. She gotta be like Tasha K. Something is off. She gotta be like Tasha K. You better watch it. You better watch it. A lot of people looking for a come up right now. So, of course, YouTube is going through her shit right now and saying, nope, that ain't gonna work. Nope, that ain't gonna work. Oh, that's just like they do everybody else. The difference is they don't have the same effect. And then they owe the company who gave them the money, who running the production to their YouTube channels. So you working with a company. Let me get this straight. You working with a company who get paid by giving you fees per time you fuck up. Here, take it. Ooh, if that ain't demonic business practices, I don't know what is. And that's what Steven Crowder was talking about. In fact, let's take a listen. Press 1. In fact, let's take a listen to Steven Crowder. Press 1. Why not? Let's take a listen as he tries to warn her of this transgression. Because Candace was the first one. Oh, I got full evidence on Steven Crowder. Oh, he want to say that about my friends at Daily Wire. Oh, and then that tape of his wife and him arguing during the divorce drop. He was already saying Candace was trying to do what? Extort him. So she out of business. She being accused by the man of something the Bible says about somebody who not even welcome in the kingdom of heaven. Extortionist. Didn't we read that earlier? Facts, G. I don't care about these people like y'all do. These ain't my favorite.
Your emails.
These ain't my favorite YouTube personalities. This my favorite YouTube channel. Y'all my favorite people. I don't care about this shit like that. So let's listen to what Steven Crowder, and this is Candace Owens' boss.
Come over and make a salary and grow their brand. They could be wage slaves for a little bit. They could be wage slaves for a little bit.
God bless the talk boy. Those things are worth like $5,000 now. It's an expensive gag. So didn't want to have to do this, but Daily Wire outed themselves very, very quickly.
Y'all remember this, do you?
Sure enough, if you see all of the people who work
wage slave,
some of whom I have relationships with, they immediately tried to make this all about money. Here's the problem. There are a few problems, and I'll go through with some receipts. Everything that was said about negotiations, how they transpired, beyond the numerical value, which is true and I'll get to, everything else is untrue. I don't really want to get into that. It's completely irrelevant. Here's why.
Watch this.
Go back to the 20-something minute video, 30-minute video. You've never heard me say or write anywhere online that these offers weren't paying enough money.
It was never about the money with Steven. He's
Why?
a businessman. He
Because
gonna
it's
get money.
not about the money.
Let's do it.
It's kind of unreal to me that the only thing these people can still talk about is the money. The conversation was about conservatism, the movement, and big tech. They keep talking about money. I'm talking about a country. I'm talking about a movement.
What
I'm
happened to
talking
that,
about
bro?
making a difference.
What happened
It's
to
not
that?
about the money. And Jeremy and the Daily Wire know that.
Look.
How do I know they know that? Because after, according to what he said, I walked away from the offer. I did place one more call to the Daily Wire. And I made it very, very clear that it wasn't about money. That was not the topic of
Watch how relevant it is to what Candace going through. It's not about the money. What it's about, Crowder?
conversation. There was zero, as they've tried to portray this, miscommunication. It was one last call where the only thing that I asked for, my only demand, was their word, and not even for me, but for other people coming up facing these kinds of contracts. Let's say it's
Press one. Other people. Crowder said, this ain't for me. I'm not taking that deal. You're not about to own my shit to where I get a flag or strike or suspended and I get off of Apple Tunes and YouTube, and you're not finna get me. See? It's not about the money. $50 million, that's a lot of money. Y'all didn't say that when David Chappelle walked away from $400 million. See what I'm saying? See why you gotta walk? Nigga, your essence is more than that, bro. Your morality, you worth, you knowing what you really worth is more important than coming home and saying, look what deal I signed, making people believe that I signed something worth something. It's like a rapper, a drill rapper, knowing the only outcome is really jail or in dead because the record company got to eat type of thing. You know how the internet is.
it comes in with 500,000 YouTube subscribers or
Look.
something like that, 100,000. Let's say it's some other kid you're paying six figures to come in and do it. There's not the penalty of the demonetization or if they're removed from iTunes, Apple, YouTube.
Yeah, sure there would be.
And here's something.
So Candace Owens got a penalty coming. Her boss at the Daily Wire just said it. I didn't make that up. Press one. Her boss from the Daily Wire says, yes, there's a penalty for being suspended on all that. Ain't no penalty for me. Penalty. We in the business of controversial media right now. We in an age where, bruh, tomorrow your shit can go down, and what you gonna do? You gonna be oh my God? Or was you taking the time to prepare for that? What happens if the corporation goes down? What am I gonna do? Some of you can't do nothing because you contractually bind it, and whatever you do is gonna go back to paying back that huge fine of why you got the boot and you got that initial payout, that advance or whatever it was. Don't even speak of the loans you got on top of it, with your guarantees of coming back next year and your ability to make those payments. Oh, that's already gone. So it's a dire situation.
It was one last call where the only thing that I asked for, my only demand, was their word, and not even for me, but for other people coming up facing these kinds of contracts. Let's say it's a kid who comes in with 500,000 YouTube subscribers or something like that, 100,000. Let's say it's some other kid you're paying You're paying six figures to come in and do it. There's not the penalty of the demonetization or if they're removed from iTunes, Apple, YouTube.
Yeah, sure there would be.
And here's something else.
Press one. So what does that mean for Candace?
Hey guys. Hey guys, it's been a really long time since I've done an Instagram live, but I felt like the circumstances definitely warranted it. Maybe I could have put on a little makeup, but I feel like we're all friends, so it's okay. Okay, so just as the title suggests, YouTube has suspended my channel temporarily, and
So you know what comes with that is a huge fine. Oh yes, it's a huge fine. Press one. Oh yes, it's a huge fine. You got that, and that's why I was making those videos. Like I'm shifting my content because all this stuff right here, that's fake. I'm much smarter than get myself wrapped up in stuff like that. Why not just focus? I'm just Kevin Gillespie, Kev Gills. We do our history, we teach, and the people that rock with me because of what I know and who I am, rather coming out and talking about that person and that person, then bullying that person, and then developing the traits because the audience want that all day, and you can't stop. And then a corporation comes in, and then the same corporation that comes in off noticing that is the same corporation now that's going to strike you from being that. Now you got a confliction with your core audience. Now you owe them. Now you caught in the balance of on your core audience or on them. Oh, it don't matter because they in charge of your core audience. You sold them to them. Damn, you sold your viewership for a set amount of time to them. Now you get on the internet with praying mantis eyes. Press one, and hey, I haven't been on Instagram for a while because Instagram stopped paying like that. So now you gotta please support me on my other one. Please, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and if anybody can help, and boom, boom. But you were just talking shit about everybody. You could have took this time to be a strong black voice for people and not be so hateful. So in a time of when you need help, those people will be there for you. We the most giving people around. But you hate us to your husband. So that's what you are. You're a white man from Europe. Press one, and you blend in because you married. So you who married a Lloyd of London. Press one, the people who robbed America. So now you want our feelings and emotions. You're going to be up all night, bags up under your eyes, crying and shit. What am I going to do if they find another? She's going to wake up in the middle of the night, check her YouTube and it's still up. Press one. Kev wants Candace. Nah, I don't want Candace. Candace won't. Nigga, I live in a world, bro, where females fight too. When they niggas out there getting it, hold up, Candace is gonna run and dial 911 and stand back and be like, every time the camera slow down and look, Candace gonna be looking at me like this. Oh my God, I can't do anything. Well, I can't do nothing with that. Throw a phone or something, man. These niggas got me. And press one, do something. Press one. Call them brothers you got that you was calling when we got into an argument that time and they pulled up real fast. Press one out of nowhere. Press one. I don't want no female like that. And then she married a Lloyd of London. That's even more. And then she's one of these people who bully people, that condescending. That's even more. And you know what I'm saying? Then she loved the American Serapis flag of maritime law more than she loved her own homeland. So I know she ain't even from here. Don't know. I don't want her. It's what it is. I've been covering this stuff for a long time. You feel me? That's sad, G. Been on this a long time. Ain't nothing I can. People will be disgraced. You bring her back to the family. Oh, that's that broad who hate black people. Ain't nothing you can do with her. She already portrayed. She's a person who don't like herself in real life. She get laser treatment to hide and make herself lighter and lighter. All this, man, hell, ain't nothing beautiful about that. You know, people who fight so hard for the corporation and Lloyd of London, and then turns out Lloyd, people who robbed all these black people, and then it just admitted slave trade. Lloyd of London admitted their part in the African American slave trade, and they whole genocide, bro. We're Jesus Christ, what is what's wrong with you? You know? This type of person disgusts me, bro. What's wrong with you? You go marry the people that didn't go by anybody but that. Something really gotta be, and then get up. It's not a coincidence you marry your slave master, but to get up on the internet and hate your people as much, that's not a coincidence, bro. I like Princess Diana more than I like this black woman. That's a shame, bro. And I don't even know Princess. I just seen her on TV, bro. That's gotta be. Yeah, she don't make some good points in the past, but that don't supersede the way you attack. That man should have died in a damn subway. George Floyd deserved that. Come on now, bro. Okay, the criminal act. You got a criminal record. What's the little boy who Zimmerman? Oh no, he was a real gangbanger. He had a Sprite in a Neptune soda, and that makes cough syrup. So yeah, Zimmerman was like, everything is against your own people. Every one of your mindset, you got. It's like somebody's back there saying, everything that comes out, woman, you got to make sure it's race bait. You got to make sure you get these people agitated. You know, I just think that this is just what you end up with. You sign your rights over to a soulless corporation, and then if she get another strike and another one, that's over. See how fast that is? Sitting at the top of the world, talking down on everybody, making fun of everybody, but you work for somebody who, with one decision, can end it all. Press one, and if they want to, if they got a different objective or path they want to take, this could have been orchestrated. Just like Crowder said. How you end up in the same position that Crowder was trying to protect others from? Damn, that's a crazy that we both did it at the same time. How you going? How? That mean he was correct. That's a crazy business model that I will get fined doing business with you, knowing there's a high probability that I'm gonna get blocked or something. That's like there's a high probability King Von was gonna pass away because of his mentality. This person, there's high probability. See? Now you just out there. One more strike. I mean, she can wake up in the morning, bro, and it's another strike there. That's what danger that is. Because you ain't got to worry about, you got to worry about your, like, damn, I got to give this, I get fined for this? Yeah. What did she say about Rittenhouse? She said Rittenhouse. What did she say about Rittenhouse? Let's see if we should help her. Press one. Let's just see. Let's see if black people should care. She already admitted. She said Rittenhouse did the right thing. Probably. Press 1. She probably said, but she said Rittenhouse did the right thing. He's an American. That's probably what she said. Always messing with Meghan Markle, snuckling at things. Now, you a YouTuber. You wish you married a prince, but you married a cheap Lloyd of London scumbag. Press what?
The girls in conservative media are fighting again, y'all. They are fighting, and they're having a rough time. If I'm being
recorded calls secretly. These were supposed to be his.
Since 2021, I've been living through what has increasingly been a horrendous divorce. So if you're familiar with the idea of extortion, then you know the feeling well. Now, some of these threats were so thinly veiled that I'm frankly surprised you didn't all guess immediately.
Stephen has a lot going on.
Steven Crowder is now accusing Candace Owens of extortion. And Candace Owens has absolutely flipped out over those accusations, which we will get to in just a moment. But first, let's catch you up in case you missed some of this ongoing drama, which seems to be increasing even more.
Many other people knew about this behind the scenes. Some, not all, but some of them in positions of power, influence, leverage, knew of this. They also knew that the safety of my children included keeping it private. So if you're familiar with the idea of extortion, then you know the feeling well. Now, some of these threats were so thinly veiled that I'm frankly surprised you didn't all guess immediately.
Stephen has a lot going on, I guess is the best way to say it. He has a lot going on, and that should be clear because people don't do stuff like this if there's not a lot going on in their lives. I would like to implore my audience and everybody that isn't paying attention to the situation not to condemn him, but to pray for him. You know, maybe if I feel in further defense, some things should be said, or maybe if I feel that the public has a right to understand certain circumstances.
And I will continue to do whatever is necessary to protect my children.
You see? That's what people fail to realize. Candace is playing cry wolf, and please, no, go on out there and fight your battles. Somebody in the chat room said, West the Miss TV says, so basically you saying in all capitals, they mean they want me to see this. You saying you gonna strike her channel with 3 crying emojis? No. Why would I strike her channel? There's nothing for me. She ain't did nothing to me. There's nothing. Why would I do that? You get a strike and you get taken off the internet for doing false strikes. There's no reason for me to do that. First of all, why would I want to strike myself, West the Miss TV 1? That's because you got a childlike brain. You know, you got a childlike brain. Why would I do that? Why would you want to accuse me? I ain't say I was going to strike her channel. I just said if she wake up in those groups who got her channel stricken, find something else, which they probably will. Okay, these groups, when they go, they go. They're looking for anything in your mouth. So I go to bed at night. I don't have the internet on my brain in the middle of the night to flag nobody. There ain't a flag out here on YouTube when you can open up and say, Kev Gills did this to me. I don't even, but that's like telling the police that you push me or something. I don't know. Like just why? You know, don't be so small-minded that everybody is looking for a strike, and that way is to affect somebody. You feel me? That don't do nothing. You can strike somebody and it don't even do nothing. Nothing. Because it's not even directed at you. You know? And it's Wes Adams, old guy, get it right. Whether it's Wes Adams, or whatever is called TV, it doesn't matter. You just a hater from Wes Adams. It's all type of haters all over the world. And the most amount of haters is right there on the screen looking from Wes Adams. Press 1. And Wes Adams, what that nigga like to do right there is sit back and hate from a distance and watch a real West Side nigga shine. So they'd be like, damn, that's how I like to do. And they try to get their attention. But one thing about Wes Adams, they don't know how to get people attentions correctly. So, this hate comes from afar. Press 1. Yeah, they don't have these abilities. They got his name, Wes Adams TV. But let's click and see what Wes Adams TV is talking about. Press 1 since they want some attention. And I was about to get off the internet anyway. Go to channel. Press 1. Let's see what Wes Adams TV is talking about. Nothing. Everybody else. Press 1. You talking about everybody else and getting 9 views, Wes Adams. You need to talk about yourself and actually get some product about yourself. That's called productivity. Press 1. Now, I'm going to throw you on the screen, Wes Adams, because you in the chat room and you said that like an extra view is going to get you to somewhere on YouTube, and it's not. Press 1. None of that matters. First time I ever seen you around here, buddy, on my YouTube page. So I'm going to let you know how I do this and let you know your channel, it sucks and you need growth. And you need to learn how to quit playing on YouTube and wasting people's time and know how to turn over some revenue or something, because you're wasting not only your time but your family time. You feel me? You wasting, you're trying to tell them it's going to grow. It's going to grow. It's not going to grow. You know why? Because you worried about Kev and not worried about your channel. And nothing is going to work. Press 1. So you think this is actually going to work? This is going to help you extend, but it's not. Nobody here even agrees already with nothing you going to do on this page. Now let's see. Wes Adams TV. My cash app is this, but you only got 9 views in one day. You got 11 views in another day. You got 6 views 2 days ago. You got 8 views 2 days ago. So you dropping videos, sir. This is what I said. You wasting everybody's time. And look, check this out, y'all. The educational, look, NASA lies. You on conspiracy, NASA lies. You got 4 views out of the whole earth. Press 1. You open up your podcast, you're not going to get any traction. Nobody's going to watch you. So I can already see why you a hater, Wes Adams TV. Because let alone you using all these different people and not getting no traction. You do Umar and all of this. If you put yourself up there, it's going to be even worse. Press 1. That's why you made it back. Press 1. That's why you not there. You afraid of your own success. Press 1. You afraid of your own possibilities. Bro, you set yourself up for failure. Press 1. You ain't even got no projections for yourself. You ain't even, how you going to grow from 5 views in my chat room? How you going to do that? That's all. Because you spending more time playing than you are taking what you doing serious. Taking what you supposed to be doing serious. That's the difference between me and you. You talk a good one, but you don't do what you supposed to do. Press 1, that's the difference. I'm talking about Crowder, Candace Owens. I got 100 and something people in my chat. You don't have nobody. And you're here watching. Look how pathetic your mind has caused your vessel to become. You right there. Oh, thanks, man. No people, when YouTubers speak, they don't want to see no troll pages. They don't want to see you talking about for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, nothing, or using this person to talk for you. Your lips gotta move here. This ain't for you, champ. Hey, McDonald's is hiring. Press one. Quit lying to your family saying, press one. Let's see. This you? This you? Tell me.
There's only one type of human being on Earth who's been seeded here by extraterrestrial races.
Oh, okay. So you want to spit knowledge, but you don't have the right speech patterns to relate to the people. You feel me? Oh, I see what this is. You want to spit knowledge, but you think you can use everybody else's stuff to do it. You think all you got to do is spit knowledge by posting Malcolm X or something here, and you don't know how to relay what you really know from your mind to your lips right here on it. You can't relate. You don't got this. You hear me, West Adams? You don't got this. You can't speak about Candace Owens and Crowder and the difference between independence and nothing because you a bum. Press one, you a bum on these YouTube street. This is like the Matrix. You a bum on the internet. You a bum in real life. Press one. Don't come here. Don't come here. You don't got the right speech. Call it in. 424 West Adams. Is what, since you want it known, West Adams, like anybody gives a fuck. Press one. Like anybody gives a fuck. Ain't nothing going on in West Adams. Ain't no businesses that you got with your name on it. Nowhere in West Adams. Press one, you renting. Press one, you renting in West Adams. Only thing you gonna do in West Adams, check this out. You gonna go down to that pastrami burger place right there on Crenshaw and Adams right there across the street from Chevron right there. Get yourself some burgers, play with your EBT, get yourself a Master Burger, a big pastrami burger, and pay with it with your auntie's EBT card, clown. Press one. Go right there. You go over and get you some Swisher Sweets from Chevron, then walk your broke ass back to the crib, back up Adams, and go back wherever West Adams you said, right up the block. Press one, say hi to the regular old busted up ass niggas that's over there, ain't doing nothing, and take your Obama phone with you. Press one. You can't say nothing now. KevRow. The YouTube bus life. They can hang out with Kwame Brown and them. Get up out of here, bruh. Your knowledge ain't worth it. There's nothing you can say. You know the phone number, 424. You know your vocabulary. Blood keep telling Bolks blood. West Adams Boulevard blood. On everything, blood got blood about Bolks, but I bet not be them out here. But I'm going to put them to bleep blood. Press one on blood and power. Press one hater, bro. I'm hating. Me, I'm hating on you now. Press one, look. I'm hating on you now. See how he switched that up? Coffee and Kush TV, KevRow. Late night with the row. Candace Owens got to get her mind right. It's okay, sister. They're not going to do nothing. And if you get flagged, hey, it's a bunch of lowlifes, little scumbags like West Adams TV who always going to be here to defend little egghead, light bulb head ass broads like you who raise little Democrat ass, punk gangbanging ass, thinking ass niggas like West Adams TV. Y'all see how I put his life on TV? West Adams Boulevard. And nigga, you one of them niggas. I'll dig out $40 at my pocket and ask if you was hungry and tell you to go around there on Crenshaw, go around there to Carolyn's Kitchen and bring you my chain back. Get us some food and I'll make you a plate like you my son. Go in there and take a plate out and get one of them little cups of Kool, so I'll pour you some Kool-Aid and show you about life, son. Eat some of this. This food is good for you. Press 1. Go on around here. Going around here. Carolyn's Kitchen, get you something, bruh. You know, you can make enough money on YouTube. Go around and get you some soul food. You got a name like West Adams TV, and you got EBT. Press 1. So disrespectful. Coffee and Kush TV. I see y'all first thing in the morning. KevRow University live, of course. I love y'all, and as always.